Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is an important matchup, a battle of two top 10 teams, two forces colliding. One team will leave here making a big statement, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed off. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it on a counter. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
First and 10 now for the offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He flips it to the back across the middle.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They're going to run it. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And it's taken at the 25. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Handoff to the right side. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the catch downfield. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to chuck it again. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Here's the second down play. It's a draw to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Receiver makes the grab. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
A change of direction.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
At the 34-yard line. Second down coming up.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Smith. He's running out of time here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The important third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Caught by the receiver. Pickup of 15. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida Atlantic 3, Kennesaw State.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A quick throw out left, complete.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away.
7, Florida Atlantic 3.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Catch made on the left side.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Here's a target, and it's complete. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Smith. Makes a quick grab. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it here. Powering through. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down mark.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's escaping the pocket now. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
At the 27. 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
On the play. 3rd down coming up.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Kennesaw State's offense out there now, looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Ball handed off. Ball carrier running through tackles. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line. We knew that tackling was going to be a huge factor today, Kirk. They don't bring him down, and the result is a big gain.
Yeah, where's the form tackling? I know it's a lost art in today's game. Sometimes these guys just come in with their shoulders and just try to bring you down with power and speed. But they've got to do a much better job if they have any chance of slowing this back down or trying to use their arms to pull him down. A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting his ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirby.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3.
That makes the score. Kennesaw State.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
3.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Caught quickly.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and the ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Boy, a great shot play here by the offensive coordinator. They feel confident that their offensive line is going to be able to protect their quarterback for those deep plays, and clearly right now it's working out.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offensive great scoring position here. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kurt.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big. And here comes a deep shot. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Looking downfield, it's Smith. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Nearly intercepted in the end zone. Couldn't quite hang on. Does set up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Gets the 1st and still running. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive 1st half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the 3rd. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
2nd down coming up.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Smith. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch.
Number 15.
Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Kennesaw State 31, Florida Atlantic 3.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. On the ground, it's Silva. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Owls offense back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to pull it down and run. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to move the offense of the football to the 42. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And they're able to get him down.
At the 43-yard line. Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Owls. Made the defense look slow that time. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. It's a 31-10 game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it here. Oh, what a move. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The ball carrier is the running back. He's tackled on the play at the 23.
An important 2nd down play coming up.
Get set, get set.
Takes the handoff again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Keeping it on the ground here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
By the running back. Picks up 1. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, ready? Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. Let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They'll try a pass here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again.
42 Spider! 4-2 Spider!
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket, He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Trying to extend the play. And that's interception number 5. Where will this QB get the hook? And that's a solid return after the interception.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Powers through. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long.
4th down coming up.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts.
Longer. Easy. Gaucho.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. To throw, it's Smith. Looking for 6. That's another. This quarterback, he is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Trying to find some room. It's Silva. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. Really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Off play action, he's looking to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, FAU. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Kennesaw State, 41. Florida Atlantic, 17.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
There's the handoff. Jukes to get free. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Smith. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Now the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
I mean, Chris, look at...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Short completion. A third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. Gets into space at the 50. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And it's no good. You missed it. And the margin remains 24, still a 3-score game.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Silva. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made, just enough of a gain to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Silva.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that short completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. That penalty sets up the offense with a 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. This offense really clicking. Now the try for the 2-point conversion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to pass. It's Smith. Catch made on the right side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football more. And then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
First down and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Henry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Owls.
What a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. They tried for the consolation 2-point try, but this game is over. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.